Alright, we're going to take the oil pump apart. I don't know if it really needs it, but it's going to make me feel better if I do. So, just do it. Put that over there. That's actually a homemade gasket, I think. Well, plastic part that goes on here. It's over there. I just didn't bring it over here. Alright, I'm going to start off with taking out this screw right here. Then as soon as I do that, oil's going to come all over the place. Just like I said. Okay. Here. Put a little paper towel down on there. Okay. I will have to pause it and look at the diagram, because I remember there's a little copper washer in here. I don't know if it goes in here or not, and I really want to find that out. So I'll look at the manual and some other things and figure it out. Remember correctly, there's a spring under here. I don't know why, but my camera doesn't zoom in anymore. Once it upgraded, it stopped zooming in. It kind of upsets me, but here's what it is. Yeah, spring. There's a little thingy there. Butts up against that. And put that over there. Yeah. Okay. We'll wash right there. Fits into that groove. Of course, the oil gasket. Such a little gasket. Alright. Take off this plate. And I don't know if these were actually ever rebuildable or cleanable. But we're going to definitely try. I mean, I guess they would actually be cleanable and serviceable since they got screws to take them off, right? I don't know. I think they mostly just, you know, bought new ones when they were available. But they're not available anymore, so a little hard. That side has those thingies. Okay. Now we take out this. That's probably the same one. Nope, bigger. Okay. That is a 10. Yep, 10 millimeter. Alright, before I take it off too much, how does that spring go? Spring goes up and around the pin. Or the body. And that side. Next to the other banjo bolt. Okay. That way I can remember. I do not guarantee after I get this back apart, if I'll remember which way that goes. So. Alright, come on. We all know you come out of there, so come on. Don't be difficult. You got 2-cycle oil all the way around you. You should not have a problem with coming out. It's scared. It doesn't want to. It's camera shy. Now I gotta turn it painstakingly until it lines up currently. Just about there. Come on now. Good grief. There we go, finally. Popped apart. Alright. At least that part did. Our, itty bitty camshaft, though. Still being a pain. Tempted to grab a hold of some pliers. I don't want to ruin the threads. That's so oily. Oof. It's definitely clean in there. All the oil. It's full of oil. I'm gonna try prying on it just a little bit. Maybe like, I don't know, get one of these. It did nothing. How do you come out? Confusion. I don't know. Here. I'll put a paper towel around the threads. And I'll pull it. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get that out by hand. Holy cow, that's in there good. Come on. Oh my gosh. Alright, I don't think that's coming out. It lives in there. I'm pretty sure it lives in there. It doesn't want to leave. So... I don't know. I don't feel like breaking it, so, you know. Okay. This thingy in there. I remember I had this all apart at one point. Even this piece. Just don't remember how. Here. I'm gonna pause, yeah. Alright, I got it fully apart. That's what it looks like. So what's in there is this. And that goes up And the trick was, I had to push this down with a screwdriver, downward a little bit. And then I could actually take this piece out. And then I could push this piece up and through. And of course this came out the bottom. And if you pulled hard enough and turned, this came out. Which, obviously, the little copper thing that goes right there. And then this, obviously, goes right here with that. And then this turns, and then turns this and moves up and down slightly. And then oil goes in here, goes around and gets this pumped. I guess. I don't know exactly how the heck that works. It's interesting to me. I do remember there used to be a washer in here, but I don't see it anywhere. So I might have actually taken that out. Just decided, yeah, it don't fit. I'm not seeing it. Nothing else comes out, I don't think. So just clean it up and put it back together. And of course, I'm going to look at diagram and everything and see how everything goes together, if I'm missing anything, blah, blah. So I'll bring you guys back when I figure all that jibber jabber out. See you in a minute. Alright, reassembly time. Cleaned everything up. I'll be showing you guys a trick I learned by myself because I looked it up and I didn't find anything, so I had to figure it out on my own. You might notice that I'm wearing different clothes maybe because I haven't been in here in like a day or two. I got some stuff done. I got my tooth pulled and dentist work, so right now my teeth are kind of hurting a little bit, but, well, one tooth that got pulled hurts a little bit, but still. We're gonna put it together and see where everything goes. And if I can actually remember how everything is back together, because, like I said, it's been a few days. Okay, so hang on. I want to know. That one goes. Shoot, where's that one go? It goes right there. Okay, so then this would go up like that. We're going to put some oil on it. This is going to get messy. I don't care. As long as it gets all, oiled up where it can slide in, we're good. And of course, when it goes in there in the right area, it will be freely moving. Yep. Okay. Now we put in, I guess we can put in our little, I don't even know what the heck to call this thing. We can put this in. Put some oil on that. That was way too much, but okay. Okay. going to call that our throttle cable linkage. Let me come up with another word here. Crankshaft. There we go. Throttle cable crankshaft. That's what we're going to call that. Because it looks like kind of like a crankshaft. Alright. Now, this piece goes in toward this way. You know, you try not to make a mess. So, that groove will go into the groove in the top of that little thing we just put in there. In theory. If it's lined up correctly. Just gonna try to push it down a little bit. Nope. Alright, it's in. Apparently. This is weird because it didn't go into the notch at all. Here, we're going to push that piston forward a little bit. And twist it. There we go. Now it went in. Alright. Then we can put in our spring. This little thingy. And then our plate. Hang on. Take on that side or the other side? Yeah, there's two washers. Or, actually, only one, really, so. I think that goes there. Yeah, that'll go there, like that. Alright. Then this. And then my plate. And it's gonna go that way. Yep. Alright. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we can put the other side on. do believe it goes that way. Yeah, it does. Notches go in. Okay. 2 screws. Okay. Now this piece. Alright. So, little copper washer drops right in there. You'll find its place usually. And put some oil on this. Hopefully not make a big mess. Do it over the paper towel. Yeah, didn't make a big mess. Good. Push that in. Hopefully. There we go. And it twists. So, we're good. Didn't get anything backward or weird or, you know. Then we gotta get that back in there. Okay. I was trying to do something. Just trying to get a thought through there. Okay. So I went like that. And then... I don't remember exactly how this goes. Yeah, it hooks in there. Similar to that, I think. Okay. Washer. That. I'm assuming it doesn't need to be too tight. Good enough. Okay. Put our little bleeder back in. And then we're on to putting it on the bike and getting the lines hooked up. Now I gotta show you guys something with the lines. So, meet you back over at the vise. Okay, so what I realized was that these oil lines that the Suzuki has are, you know, very hard. And yeah, even though that oil can flow through them still, I would like to replace them, especially since, like, right here is kinked a little bit. It's not going to let, you know, some of it through. So I started looking at it and researching, like, can I just put normal chainsaw line on it? And nowhere I could find in all forums or YouTube or anywhere really how to actually do this. There's one video that said to break off the line and then drill a hole in the plastic and then glue a line into the plastic. I don't see how that would actually be good. So I started looking at this thing, and I saw that there's a little bit of overlap right here, where this is. So I'm like, okay, now hang on a minute. So I put it in a vise, clamped it down, and just for easeability, let's do that. I clamped it on to the metal fitting, and tried twisting it. And lo and behold, it twisted. My pliers are not cooperating. But it twisted, see? So theoretically, that means I could pull it off. So the very first one that I did was nice and easy. I was able to grab a hold of it, kind of loosely, but not too tight. Pull up while twisting. And the thing came off. Now this one is going to be the stubborn one, of course. That's okay. I found out another method that you can do. So, the other method. It's not as nice, but does work. Clamp it down lightly in there. You don't want to, mess up the surface there. And, we are just going to... actually, let me grab a different pair of pliers. I'm just going to grab it right here. Actually, more like up here. Grab a blowtorch and heat it up. Right on the metal fitting. And pull. There it is. Just like that. And then you can fit a normal, chainsaw line or weed whacker or whatever you put on your machines right on there. So, this will work. Now, the silver one that's actually on the other side, this one right here, see the different colors? One silver and one is metal color. This one has a check valve in it. So the oil can only go one way, which is obviously this way. It cannot flow backward. So it matters on where these go. So I'm going to have to probably put these on the uphill side of the motor where it's going to be going in. That'd be the most obvious assumption. So, that's what I learned. It's not that hot either. I can pick it up. And as you can see, it's got barbs on it. Just like a normal, hose line on a chainsaw. It's got barbs. So, even the brass one has barbs. So, I think that's an easier way of doing it than actually, drilling into the plastic and doing all this weird stuff. And also, you can buy brand new lines with the fittings on eBay for about $60 and up in price. There's no excuse for that. Even if you're adding just a check valve with a banjo, banjo fitting, it should not be $60. That is outrageous. Anyway, that's my rant. Hope you enjoyed that little hint and helpful tip. Let's start putting it back together on the bike. Alright, we're going to put the pump back in. I don't have an oil tank for this bike. At least not the right one. It won't fit. So we're just going to figure it out. I did put the little plastic part in there. We're going to have to figure out an oil tank, so I just kind of put that there. And then I put the other two there because I haven't got the other lines up yet. So we're going to go ahead and slip this in. At least try to, because I know this is a pain to get in. It is sometimes easier to take it out. And then there's a big side and a little side. That goes in there a special way. Put that through. Where I can catch it, and then sorry if my head's in the way, I don't know if it is or isn't. Okay, catch that right in there like that. Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. And then, I'm gonna grab my gasket. I forgot about that. Hang on. It's over there on the table. I'm just reusing the same one. It's good enough. It's still pliable and soft, so I'm just gonna reuse it. Even though it's a made, gasket, we're still gonna do it. Alright. Going to move this around and just kind of fit it on. Come on now. Goes the other way. Okay, hang on. Come on off there. Well, how do you go on there then? Hang on. Just gonna slip back the screws. Put that over top. Okay. So when I made this gasket, apparently I did not make it too good. Yeah, it's alright. Still gonna work. Just fine. It's good enough. There we go. Alright. Now we can put that in there. And then, of course, I didn't think about this. That little main bearing, or not bearing, but a rod here has to line up. I think it did. Now, there's not a lot of way to tell him. Did or didn't, except for, like, I guess turn up the bike a little bit. I say it's in there. I'll push on it and then just kind of rotate it over. I say it's in. Tighten her down. Okay. Now I'll have to figure out an oil bottle or something. Put on the outer lines and just figure it out. I might just honestly put a pop bottle right in here for now until I can get the actual bottle that's supposed to go there. It's alright. I'll make sure it works. Hey, that is the oil that just came out of the motor. Not very much. I filled it back up. Pretty sure that the gas was actually flowing into the bottom end. But we're going to be filling up the oil tank. Let me show you what I did. I put the pump back on and all the lines. I found more line. And I was not able to get a oil tank hooked up because my oil tank does not fit. So I have a 2-stroke bottle up here. And I'm just going to fill it up. I've got a hose running to it. It's going to leak, but it's at least going to supply it with oil. We're not going to be running it for that long. And I think that the fuel petcock is also kind of clogged. But we will figure that out. I'm going to fill it up and see. When I turned on the gas first time, it started leaking gas out the bottom of the carburetor. And I tapped on it with a screwdriver and then it stopped. So, float's stuck. We know that that needle valve has got a line on it, so it's not going to seat all the way. My battery is almost dead for the camera, so I'm going to have to charge it. And I need to put the hose back on the bottom of the carb too. So we got some stuff to do. And then we've got to start the bike and see if it will move oil around. So, fun stuff. Alright guys, we're going to start it up. And see what happens. It's going to be very, very smoky. It's got a lot of oil in the bottom end and on the piston and everything. So it is going to be smokier than that. So I got a fan going, both doors are open, and the chain is off of it currently because I don't know if the clutch is working, and I don't want to just go, forward, and it's right in the way of the oil pump. So I need to actually see if the lines are pumping and everything, and all that stuff. So let's start it up and see what happens. It's going to probably go in the second one. With that. Probably first. Yep. Choke off. Go, boys. Shocked the shit out of me. Okay, well, it runs. Got a lot of oil out of the exhaust. That's a way to smoke out a building. Oh boy. Alright, come on. That is super mixed oil. So most likely I got a line hooked up wrong. Or it's just really that full. We'll leave that there and see. Jeez, that's a lot of smoke. Alright, we're gonna assess some stuff. I'll be back.